What's up? What's up? Dr. Dion Napier, Amplify Vocal Studio, and welcome. I'm live on YouTube as well. You guys, welcome. I want to do a quick live today talking about how I bridge the gap from being a classical singer, opera singer, into becoming a commercial style vocal coach. So welcome, share this if you've got singer friends, classical singer friends, or voice teacher friends that might need this information. What's up, D Doug? My friend Darren, what's up? If you've got voice teacher friends or classical singer friends that might want to know this, I had a person in my DMs on Instagram asking me some really good questions yesterday. And I was like, I'm going to go live and share this because some of y'all might have these questions, especially if you are in the academic system currently, or you freshly graduated, or even you've graduated, you've been out for a few years, and you're not really clear on how to bridge that gap from being exclusively a classical singer and a bel canto voice teacher into singing and teaching commercial style. So I want to share a little bit of my journey, so possibly it can help you guys. So welcome. So here's the question that I was asked yesterday. And this is around empowering classical singers to sing commercial styles. So he said, as someone who is thinking about going on to grad school to learn more about bridging the gap and teaching better, do you have any advice? There's not a lot of contemporary programs out there. Okay. And then he said, did you do all of your study classically and bridge the gap on your own? What programs would you recommend? So there's a lot of questions here. So the first thing he's asking is, do I have any advice about bridging the gap to learn how to sing and teach better? My advice would be, find a school that's got a commercial style program that you can learn from if you want to stay the academic route. And there are not a lot of schools, at least in America, there are not a lot of schools that offer degree programs in commercial style singing. Okay, it is still very separate. Classical here, commercial here. There has not been a lot of bridging. So what I'm bringing to the market now, the singers that I'm serving, classically trained singers, professional level, training y'all how to cross over and sing commercial music. It's not a lot of us out here doing this, okay? I believe there will be more as times are changing, as opera companies are now doing more newer works that are fusing in this commercial style and stuff like that. I believe there's definitely going to be a need for more teachers that know how to cross over and know how to cross train voices and stuff like that. But for right now, there are not a lot. I would say two that I know of. One is Shenandoah University. I think it's in Virginia. They are kind of like a pioneer school. Matt Edwards, y'all hear me talk about Matt Edwards, Matt and Jackie Edwards. I love them. I ain't never met them, but I follow them. I respect and honor the work that they're doing as pioneers in this field to really help bridge the gap. So Shenandoah University would be one place that I would recommend that has a program in commercial voice training. And then also USC Thornton, if you want to look up Lyndia Johnson, she goes by Ms. Lyndia. Look up that school. I think they're in California. They are another university that has a commercial music program, so you can get degreed in this stuff. And what I love is that they have professors over there that are in the industry or have been in the industry. It's not just theory. You know, these are people that are practitioners. And that was something that was really important to me, you know, to connect with somebody that's in the industry right now, that knows what the industry is demanding, what the industry is requiring, you know, not living in a vacuum. Because a lot of times with our academic teachers, like mine, they were fantastic technicians. Do you know what I'm saying? They trained me how to sing. I honor them for it. But a lot of times our academic voice teachers they're not current. You know, especially if they're in the classical bubble, like they don't know what's going on in the commercial industry. They don't know what the current trends are. They don't know. And so for me, it was important to connect with a coach, connect with a studio that knew what was happening currently so I could be up to date and know what to do. And so for me, I didn't know where to go to find that in a university. So I pivoted out of that university system and I got a Nashville industry vocal coach who trained me. I connected with a the studio that's worked with Christina Aguilera, that's worked with Taylor Swift, that's working with people that's in the industry today. That was important for me. Okay, so that's what I did. That's how I bridged the gap. Okay. And so, yeah, so he asked about programs. So I just told y'all 2 programs, USC Thornton School of Music and also Shenandoah University. If you want to go the university route, if you want to find a music industry coach, I've got several recommendations. You can just DM me and I can send you some recommendations based on what you're wanting and what you're looking for. Okay, so that's the first question. So the second question he asked, he said, looking back with your passion for contemporary coaching, would you have taken the classical route again in addition to the training you received from your mentor? So to answer that question, I told him if I could go back and if I knew then what I know now, I probably would have stopped at a master's degree. I probably would not have pursued the doctorate. It just did not make sense for the goals that I had. But at the moment, I didn't know that. I was just following the trajectory that was laid before me. If you follow me, I talk a lot about default versus divine pathways. And I did not have a lot of clarity around my divine path. So I just followed the route that the university laid out before me. But I probably would have stopped at a doctorate and would have just pivoted and found a mentor. That's probably what I would have done. So then the second question, he said, did the pedagogical approach help to fuel your knowledge base for the contemporary side of things of what you're doing now? And the answer is without a shadow of a doubt, yes. The vocal technique training that I got in university was top notch. All of my teachers, honey, they were fantastic. They are fantastic technicians. They knew how to lay and build a voice. And that is some of the reason why I have been able to accelerate so quickly, crossing over into the commercial style and beginning to teach that to classical singers, because I'm able to see the gaps. I'm able to see the overlaps. And so I'm not just talking about myself, but I'm saying this to you as classically trained singers wanting to learn how to cross over. If you are a bel canto voice teacher wanting to learn how to teach contemporary style, if your technique is solid, you can get in there and see some of the overlaps in teaching and singing commercial style, because there are some overlaps. Now, it's not completely the same. You can't just automatically cross over from singing classical into singing commercial and just think you're going to have it. No, there is some retraining of the vocal cords that need to happen so you can get that commercial pingy sound. There is some difference there. There's also some different coupling of the resonators that need to happen. And so this stuff takes time. But if you have a solid foundation vocally and you know how to use your voice, it doesn't have to take a lot of time switching over into commercial styles. And so for you guys watching, this is why I exclusively train advanced level classical singers and voice teachers. This is why those of you that are messaging me, and I love you and I thank you so much, but I'm not training beginners. I'm not training intermediate. I'm training people that's already got a solid vocal foundation and they're trying to level up and learn how to sing different styles. How do I apply the vocal technique I have in this context and insert it into this context and get the right sound? Those are the singers that I'm specifically talking to. And also, I don't see a lot of coaches serving them. Okay, so that's some of the reason that I'm doing that. So anyway, I just wanted to hop on here really quick. This is a short live. If you guys have any questions around anything I've shared, you're welcome to ask them. But yeah, I do not believe my academic training was in vain. Absolutely not. It has all worked out for my good. But if I knew then what I know now, I would not have spent as much time. I probably would have stopped at the master's level. I probably would have stopped at the master's level and just partnered with the practitioner, which is what I eventually did. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, you can drop them in the comments. Let me know. Classical singers, any questions, any challenges that you're having trying to cross over from classical into commercial. Voice teachers, any questions that you guys have trying to cross over from teaching classical into commercial, you can drop those in the chat. Anything. Welcome to you guys who are here live today. I was really thankful for his questions. I love when y'all DM me and ask me questions because it gives me stuff to come on and talk about. Because if y'all got these questions, I know there are other people out here that also may want these answers. And so it's really good to talk to you guys. Okay, nobody's dropping any questions. Okay, I don't know if y'all thought I was just going to come on here and give y'all some singing stuff. I do that sometimes, but not all the time. Okay, I am a voice coach, but I also like to talk. I like to talk about mindset things. I like to talk about some of these nuanced things that are going on, especially for classical singers wanting to transition. So if y'all don't have anything, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. I'll see you next time. Take care.